Let's build a city.
Hi, it's Miss Lauren, and I'm ready to share an art lesson with you. This lesson is almost like printmaking, and the lesson is complete with an art history component. We're going to discover an artist and check out a painting by this artist. This painting is going to help us get inspired for what we are going to create, and that is our very own city. You're going to create your very own city street. So think you are the mayor of your very own village.
Take the time to brainstorm about your city. Oh, let's meet the artist, Jean Dubuffet. Check this out.
Welcome to the Art Cave. I'm Miss Lauren, and I'm very relieved to be back with my art history. I have my LCD projector from the studio, and I want to welcome all to my art cave, aka my closet. I'm going to introduce an artist, Jean Dubuffet, a French artist, and I love this particular work by Jean because it shows what? What do you see? What shapes do you see? We need to pay attention to Let's take a quiet look together. Please move your eye.
Artist Jean Dubuffet painted this Paris street in 1946. He used oil paint with sand and charcoal to add texture. You can see this in New York City at the Met. Wow, there's the artist working in his studio. Here he is with so many different materials. Let's talk about your materials for your city. Remember your box full of recycled materials? Miss Lauren is sorting through hers, looking for a... Ready? We need a cereal box. Can you find a paper box like a cereal box? Then you will need white glue, scissors, and here's how you flatten your cereal box, then cut it in half. Ask for help, kids, when cutting at home. Here's an example of a Cocoa Krispies cereal box in 2 pieces. Well done, Mia. Looks like she's cutting rectangles that will become the buildings on her city street. Keep at it. As you're working hard cutting, it's a great opportunity to think and review on all your different geometric shapes.
I need the scissors.
When cutting out shapes like rectangles and squares, always make sure your scissors are pointing away from you. You never point your scissors toward your body. All right, let's try and get a square. Close enough. Here's a trick how to make windows really fast. If you get a long, skinny rectangle and then just snip, 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 snip. I got a bunch of windows for my buildings. Also, when you have your design all the way arranged, it's time for glue. But In the studio, we have a saying, and it's called dot, dot, not a lot. I'll demonstrate. That's all you need. Just a single dot. When you glue to your shape to overlap, no sticky mess. Okay. If you're adding more than a dot, you will end up with glue leaking out the sides. Let's try again. Now this is a bigger shape, so we're going to do a dot in each corner. Dot, dot, not a lot. Okay, now this is ready for my background. And you want to let it dry. All right. My city street is taking shape. It's getting built from the ground up. I'm seeing life, and I'm going to keep working. Take your time in creating your design for your city street. Remember, art is not a race. When you're 100% sure about the different overlapping shapes and all the buildings and all the details, then it's time to glue. While you're waiting for your city to dry, find a black crayon and peel it. This way, you're ready for the next step. The best kind of crayon to use for a crayon rubbing over your city printing plate would be this crayon. It's okay if you just have skinny. And like I said, the black is the best because you'll get a ton of contrast. Ready? I suggest breaking it in half. Ask for help if you need help. And then you can start to peel the paper because you want to be able to grip on its side and grip. Find a white piece of paper and place it over your printing plate city. Make sure the glue is dry. Do not use the crayon on its point. Instead, grip on its side and then press down hard. You'll see the textures and the shapes popping up. Try not to move the paper. In fact, ask a partner to hold the paper in place while you do the crayon rubbing. Use elbow grease. Come on. Okay, harder. Harder. There. Wow, look at that beautiful texture. Continue the crayon rubbing until you have the image of your whole city street completed. The building in the center is cool because I included a skate ramp. That building has a skate park on the middle floor. What does your city have? What kinds of buildings did you put in your street? Wow, that sounds so cool. I wish I could visit your city. I finished the crayon rubbing, and now it's time to think about adding color. I recommend warm and cool contrast. You can use watercolor or colored pencil. I'm using tempera paint sticks. Another option, crayon or oil pastel. Whatever you have at home. I'm doing a sky blue background to start off. And my buildings are going to be in warm colors like oranges and yellows and pinks. I suggest blending color when you can. It's a lot of fun. There's my skate park. There's gold behind the skate ramp. Oh, now I'm turning the lights on in this apartment building. It's almost nighttime, so the lights are on. If you're using drawing supplies that has caps, don't forget to put the cap back on the tool.
What are you doing? What is that?
What does it look like?
Shapes. Shapes.
Yeah,
Yes, what shapes do you see?
A cylinder.
circles, squares.
A rectangle.
And what do the shapes put
Um,
together?
Like a,
blending.
they look like a city.
Yeah, we have a cityscape.
Yeah.
And I use
and this part kind of looks like an
warm colors on my buildings, and I used cool colors in the background to create color contrast. Warm and cool
You need more.
color contrast.
More
It
purple.
says glow battery.
Okay, this is our finished city street. Remember, there's a lot of different ways you could take this project. It could go a bunch of different directions. You don't have to follow my step-by-step procedure exactly. In fact, I'd be really excited to see some different takes on this printmaking project. One reminder, your printing plate that you made out of your cereal box, this you can save and you can print again and again and again. It's like a gift that keeps on giving. There's many ways to extend from this one concept. Anyway, I will say thank you to all for watching, and stay tuned to YouTube Lauren Templeton for more at-home art ideas. Oh, Mia, that's way too much glue. That's way too much glue. Art can tell a story. What's your story? Happy city making from Lauren, Lila, and Mia. Izzy and Mahi too. This art lesson was a production of Amelia Art Studio. Miss Lauren creates at home.